Hello, thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, consider joining the family by hitting that subscribe button. And remember the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. Today's video is part of Nadia's Wreath Wednesday. I am so excited to be participating with her today because she is also a sweet, dear friend of mine. She is so talented, and here is a look of some of the most amazing wreaths that I have ever seen. Everything she do is so well put together, and they're so classy, and her creations just come out so beautiful. I'm going to jump right into the first set of wreaths that I'll be creating today. Thank you all again so much for tuning in and watching this video. I am truly grateful for all of the support. What I'm going to be using for the first set is two of these wreaths that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. You can get two of these together, and sometimes you can buy them separate. I'm going to be using this Farmhouse ribbon, also from the Dollar Tree. This is one of my favorites. And I also have some items here that I picked up from Walmart, and these little farm animals are $1.47. I also have some greenery and some floral from Walmart as well, and all of these were 97 cents a piece. I have two of these rosemary picks. I also have two of these magnolia picks as well. These are so pretty. I'm also going to be using two of these little wood words that came in that box of goodies from one of my sweet viewers, Darlene. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to clip all of these rosemary picks right off of this bunch so that I can add them to the wreath separately. Once I get them all clipped off, I'm going to add them in the inside of the wreath, and I'm just sticking them right in. If something don't stick in and stay, you can just use some hot glue, but everything seems to be going in nice and secured. I am going to be styling these in my kitchen on my cabinets. So after I get all of these in there and make sure that everything is nice and tight, I am going to clip off the other bunch and start adding those to the second wreath. And so all of the wreaths that I'm creating today are going to be really simple and easy to do. I think they all came out really cute, and they're just the right size to add in with some existing decor in different rooms or your home. And so after I get all of these picks in there, what I'm going to do next is pull off the buds from those magnolian picks, and I am just going to hot glue two of them down to the side of each one of the wreaths. I thought these was just a little added on cuteness that I wanted to put on the side of these wreaths. So what I'm going to do is hot glue the other two to the other side, and then after I get that complete, I'm going to take my farmhouse animals and I am going to hot glue one down to the bottom of each one of the wreaths. And what I'm going to do is just add a lot of hot glue to the legs of the animals and press them down really good onto the wreath until they connect really good. I'm going to do the same thing to the other one, but I'm going to add a little extra hot glue since this is a little taller. And then after I get that complete, I'm going to take those two little words and I'm going to hot glue welcome down to one, and I'm going to hot glue the home down to the other one. And so the next thing I'm going to do is take that ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to cut me two even pieces. And what I'm going to do is add these to the top of the wreath, and I'm just going to add it right under there. And then I'm going to take some hot glue to close the ends. And I think these came out really cute, and I just hung them on my kitchen cabinet, and I just put a command strip in the inside so it can have something to hang on to, and I think these are super cute. And so now I'm going to get started on the next wreath for today. And what I will be using is one of these wreaths from the Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some more picks from Walmart, and they all were 97 cents. I'm going to use these eucalyptus picks and some more of those magnolian florals. The next thing I'm going to be using is these little wood tags, and I also got these out of the box of goodies from my viewer Darlene, as well as some more of these words, these little wood words, and she sent me this pack, and I'm going to be using family out of that one. I have some jute cord, and I'm going to be using a little bit of this antique wax. And what I'm doing is just taking a baby wipe and just lightly rubbing over this little wood tag. I didn't want it to be too dark, so I'm just going in really light with that. And then after I get that covered, what I'm going to do is just take that little wood word that says family, and I'm going to hot glue that right down. And then I'm just going to take some jute cord to string through the hole. Then I'm just going to put that to the side, and I'm going to add my greenery and my florals to the wreath. And I wanted this to kind of be wow. So what I'm doing is I clipped all of the greeneries off of the bunch, and I'm just adding them on one side, but I'm adding them to where they're going out in a wild look, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to continue adding these to where they are sticking out on one side. And then after I get all of those greeneries in there, the next thing I'm going to do is take those buds from the magnolian pick, and I am just going to hot glue those right in the center of those greeneries. And then after I get all three of those on there, the next thing I'm going to do is take that tag, and I'm just going to string that right in between the florals. And I'm just going to find a spot where I like the way it's hanging. And then I'm just going to take the jute cord, and I'm going to pull it through the flowers and just tie a little knot and cut off any hanging string. And that will be it for this wreath. I think this one is actually really pretty, and I really like how it turned out. This one is simple, but yet it is so cute. And so now I'm going to get started on the last wreath for today. And what I'll be using is another one of these wreath forms from the Dollar Tree. And this is the smallest one that they sell. I have 3 of these little succulents from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using this little wood wording that says Sweet Home. And this was in that pack from my sweet friend. And I'm going to be using some jute cord. The first thing I'm going to do is just tie the jute cord in a knot around this wreath form, and then I'm just going to wrap this entire wreath form using that jute cord. And so as I'm wrapping the jute cord, after I wrap a few rows, I'm going to just be adding some hot glue to the back just to make sure everything stays together and that it do not unravel. And I'm just going to continue this process until I have this whole wreath form completely covered. As I'm wrapping it, I am pushing the cord together to make sure that there aren't any gaps. And after I get it all wrapped up, what I'm going to do is just take some hot glue to tack it down, and then I'm going to just cut off the excess cord. Then the next thing I'm going to do is just pull these clips off of these succulents, and I am going to save those clips because I can use those for a future DIY. And then what I'm going to do is just cut these stems down some that's on the end of these succulents, just so they won't be sticking up. And then after I get that complete, I'm just going to hot glue these succulents down to this wreath. And I'm just going to take my hot glue and add it along, and I'm just going to press everything to make sure that everything connects and stays. And so I'm going to do the other one the opposite way, because the last one I'm going to add in the middle. And then I'm just going to take some more of that jute cord and make a little simple bow. And I'm just going to hot glue that right behind the succulents. Then I'm just going to take a little piece of jute cord and hot glue it to the back so that I can be able to hang this wreath. And then after that, I'm just going to take that Sweet Home sign and I'm going to hot glue that right down to the side of the wreath, like close to the bottom. And then after that is complete, this wreath is done. And I think this came out really cute. I absolutely love this. Thank you all again so much for watching another one of my videos. I absolutely do appreciate all of the support. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment box below, let me know which one of these wreaths were your favorite. And here is a second look of all of the DIYs I created today. Remember, today's video is part of Nadia's Wreath Wednesday. I'm going to have her channel linked in the description box below so that you can go and check out and see some of her amazing creations. If you can please tell my sweet friend Nadia that I said hello, I would really appreciate it. Also, I want to remind you all, if you do not know, I did start a second channel, and I'm going to have that channel linked in the description box below, and it is called All Things Lovely, and it is all things lovely for the mature woman. So I hope you guys will come over there and pay me a visit. I would truly appreciate the support. And for those who have stopped by, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, my friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.